guys who
I'll
brought
go
with
the kid
us.
from Seminary College.
He's from Watkins High
Alright,
School
cool.
in Ohio.
Hey.
He's a freshman this year, starting 132 for us. Brandon Lane is from Penfield High School, upstate New York, and he's starting at 125. Right now, our starting lineup, freshmen up to 157. You probably know our 41-pounder is out for a couple of weeks with a little bit of a rib issue. Ryan Bridge, wrestled at Absiniami, is third, first, and first in Jersey State when he was in high school. And his brother Nick is state champ too.
I know the last name. Yeah.
So Ryan was he was our school's second All-American last year. My first year at Stevens was 07-08. We had a senior that I was coaching that year that was our first All-American. So really, when you're talking about wrestling at a high level, Stevens has just kind of got the start here in the last couple of years. And I think a lot of it is the schools put a lot of commitment into it. If you guys put a lot of commitment into wrestling, you're going to get a lot back out too. In the 4 years I've been there, we went from never winning a dual meet in our conference to going 6-1, 6-1, and then last year we were 4-3. But after never winning a dual in your conference, that's not a bad record. We've never been ranked in the country. We've been 23rd, 30th, 27th, and 18th. Academically, we finished 19th, 10th, and 6th in the nation. So the academics have been going up at the same time as the wrestling's going up, and that's all important. The bottom line is, how many of us have wrestled in the Olympics? Yeah, none of us. All right? Some of you guys may decide you want to wrestle in the Olympics someday, and maybe some of you will, and if you do, that's awesome. I tried out for the Olympics in '96, made it to the final trials, did Open Nationals, made it to the final 16 in Vegas. But eventually, life calls and you got to earn a living. And that's one of the things that Stevens is such a great draw, because we're going to give you a chance to wrestle some of the best guys in the country. Head assistant Damian Logan runs Apex Clubs. He was a 4-time Jersey finalist, 3-time champ, 2-time D1 All-American in Michigan. One of our other assistants, part-time assistant, is Jerry Rinaldi, 2-time All-American at Cornell, Jersey State champ. So we've really put together a great staff. We're expanding our wrestling room. Our room right now is probably about this size, and we're going to expand. It's probably going to be about this much bigger, and maybe it's a little bit wider. We've got probably 80 by 11 on the edge for tires and bikes and all that stuff. But the AD just asked me the other day, he's like, what do you need? I said, I need 3 new bikes. So he's like, no problem. Bought 3 $800 bikes, and now we got 3 bikes in the room. It's nice when you got that kind of support. They hired Logan as a full-time assistant, and D3 programs don't get full-time head coaches very often, let alone have full-time head and full-time assistant. So we have some good things going, and if you're looking for some great D3 options, we'll definitely be there for you. I know some guys in the room are ready to commit to us pretty soon, and I can throw names out. But there's more info over there on Stevens. There's a view book. You can send an email. You can get it on our website, stevensducks.com, and send me an email. Let me know what's going on, and we'll stay in touch that way too. But you guys got a good warm-up. There's a couple things I always like to do warm-up wise. I hurt myself the last time I tried it, so I probably won't do them all. But what we'll do is we'll just kind of spread out around the room. I like to look at some different agility type drills, things that I think are going to help you in different situations. They're all wrestling specific. So go ahead and get up, spread out a little bit, face up here. First one we're going to do is we're going to do one-legged stand-up. You guys do these?
But should I stop?
I'm just going to stand on one leg, and I'm going to go down to my butt.
No.
And then I'm going to go up.
You might
and
move
that
it
same
down.
leg.
Move it
Without
there.
using my hand.
Back over
Right?
to
So
the side
just
over
go
here.
up and down on one leg. Up and up. It's so easy. See?
When you start going after you keep it, stop,
They got big ass legs on those kids.
You're always in a situation where you're in a swing, or you can get to a point where your foot's on the mat, and then you can pop up like that. So they're going to help you down along there.
What do you do? Oh, you're right. Oh, you're Spencer. Oh, wow. So you look same size.
Do front and back kickovers. Watch, guys. We're going to do a front bridge. We're going to do a front and back kickover. This is good. Neck strength, neck agility. So you go front bridge, kick over one way, kick over the other way. Work back and forth. Go ahead and do a couple of those.
Wow, right back on.
Low and then high. All right, here's another one. This one is one of my favorite ones. It's my favorite one. I don't hurt myself doing it. You're just gonna grab your toe. You're gonna jump through your foot and then jump back through the other way. Through here. Front and back. Maybe that's back.
Yeah. I'm going to see these guys grab their foot. So you're coming at it. Don't let go.
You can still do this one when you're 39. I want to come back in and see how you're doing.
Go back.
Ryan, your legs are way too long.
Good deal. What does all this have to do with wrestling? Nothing at all. Just fun to get that down. Try bringing it on the circle. We're going to talk a little bit about one of the first things that we do every day in the room is a little stance and motion drill. This is going to be a push and pull. I'm going to have you guys demonstrate it. They're just going to work on pushing and pulling and moving this side. With everything we do in wrestling, you got to think, in high school you got 6 minutes. Right? I mean, 6 minutes, that clock's ticking pretty fast. How many of you guys have ever said, man, you know, if I had 10 more seconds, I could beat that guy? Right? We've all been there, right? So what you want to do is instead of wrestling this guy, wrestling, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we tie up. All right? And then you wrestle a little bit, and then you break, and then you count to 8 or 10. Well, if you do that 5 times in a match, that's 40 seconds. Right? It's almost half a period that you waste because you don't have a purpose for that time. So it's really important to get the most out of it. So these guys are just going to go in, they're going to push each other and pull, right? They're going to kind of hand fight a little bit, pulling on the head, moving their feet. They're circling. They're trying to get that guy to commit to a step foot, pulling, digging, and we spend a lot of time in the room just banging each other around right in here. The hand fighting, pulling, is moving a lot, all right? So this is a real important part, I think. Grab a partner and just start moving around, right? Move those feet, circle, pulling. Try to see if you can get him to take that big step, right? If you can get him to take that big step, or if you can get his head snapped down, if you can get them out of position, then you're ready to start, putting some stuff on the board. we'll show some fun stuff today, just kind of keep it interesting, keep it crazy. 90% of the stuff we're doing in the room, it ain't flashy, it's not overly exciting. Doggone, you go out on the mat and you kick the crap out of somebody, and this happens to you, and you know what happens to him? Right? That's pretty fun. Right? So that's really the goal down the line. So go ahead, grab a partner, start doing some push-pull hand fight, all right? Let's give it